Hi, I'm Mariana, and welcome back to another episode of GH Stitch Club. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this chunky waffle pattern crochet pillow in a black and white stripe. And check out Good Housekeeping's YouTube channel to see our other projects and videos. So let's get started. So for our project today, I'm using Bernat Softy Chunky, which is a really thick, chunky, soft yarn, and I'm using it in black and white to make our stripes. I'm also using a 6.5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a couple of stitch markers just to hold my place. So we're gonna start with the main color of white, and we'll just pull out our yarn, which is never elegant. If you can find the yarn from the center, it's a little bit easier. So to start our project, we'll just make a slip knot and slide our hook through, and we're going to chain 53 to start. Okay, so now we have 53 chains on our hook. You don't count that loop that's already on your hook. We are going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook, so you just count 1, 2, 3, 4, and these 4 chains are going to count as the first double crochet. So I'm just going to put a stitch marker in this loop right below my hook, and this will just signal to me when I come back around that this is the last chain. So we count again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to double crochet into this loop right here. So I yarn over, insert your hook into that loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops on your hook, yarn over one more time, and pull through those final 2 loops. So now we have 2 double crochets on our chain, and we're going to keep double crocheting into each loop on our chain all the way down. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again, and keep working all the way down. Now we're using a hook that is slightly smaller than the yarn suggests. The label on the yarn suggests using, I think, an 8mm hook. So the reason we're using a smaller hook is to create a slightly denser fabric. So when you're working your patterns, don't be thrown off by the chart on the back of the yarn. Sometimes a pattern will ask you to use a slightly smaller or a slightly larger hook just to achieve a different effect. Okay, so now we've come back to the end of our row, and we have 51 double crochets all the way down. And you can see where we started. We have our stitch marker here. So this is the wrong side, the side that's facing you. We were working on the wrong side, so we're gonna flip it over. And now we'll chain 3, and that will be the first double crochet of the 2nd row. So we chain 3, and I'm going to mark this chain 3 so that I remember that this is the last double crochet in this 2nd row. So sometimes if you don't mark it, I've had the tendency, kind of lose your space. You're not quite sure where the row ends, and your work starts to get wider or it gets smaller because you're not sure, because it's sometimes a little hard to see the loops and be exactly sure. So the stitch markers really help. So we've chained 3, so this is our first double crochet in the row, and then we're going to double crochet around the front post. So that sounds a little intimidating, but it's really very simple. So you yarn over your hook, and you can see here the posts with the gaps in between. So this is going to be the post we're going to work around. So yarn over your hook, insert your hook from right to left behind that post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, pull over, pull through the second 2 loops, and that's your first double crochet around the front post. Now we're going to double crochet around the back post, which is basically the same, and you can imagine you're going to be coming in through the back side. So yarn over your hook, insert your hook from right to left behind your post, like so. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. So I'll do that a few more times so you can see. And you can pause this if this helps you. So you yarn over, this is double crochet through the back loop. And you just insert your hook from the back around that post, pull through, yarn over, and create your double crochet. One more time, we're going to yarn over, insert your hook from the back, right to left, so you can see that the post is around your hook on the back side. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now that's our first set, and we're going to repeat this set all the way down until we get to the end. So now we're down almost to the end of our row. We have 2 more stitches to make, and it's a little bit different. So we've created 1, 2, 3 double crochets around the back post. We're going to now double crochet around the front post here. And then for the last stitch, we're going to make just a simple double crochet in this last loop here. And you can see you found your stitch marker. So this might be like a little confusing if you didn't have a stitch marker, but you can clearly see this is our first double crochet chain. This was the chain of 4. So we're going to just remove our stitch marker and double crochet into this loop here. We yarn over, insert your hook into this space, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to chain 3, which will act as our first double crochet. Then turn your work, and I like to place a stitch marker in that loop just below your hook, so that you can find your place when you're working back. Now we're going to double crochet around the back post to continue this ridge here. So we're facing, this is the wrong side facing us. This is the right side facing away. So you can see this post here. So we're going to double crochet around the back post, which is now easier to find because you're starting to see your pattern. So insert your hook around this back post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to do simple double crochets. We're not crocheting around the front or back posts for the next 3. So you find your next stitch here, and you can tell because you're going to skip the stitches that were double crochet around the front post on the opposite side. You're going to find your next 3, 1, 2, 3, and you'll double crochet into those stitches. So insert your hook into this space here. It's right underneath the V if you're looking down from the top. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And here's our next stitch we're working into. Yarn over, insert your hook below this V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And one more, you'll see this is the next stitch we're working into. So yarn over, insert your hook below this V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you can start to see our pattern taking shape. So our next stitch is to double crochet through the back post. So yarn over, find your post. You can see it very clearly on the opposite side. You'll just insert your hook from right to left behind that post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you can really see the posts starting to rise on the other side. So now we'll do 3 double crochets, like how you would normally work. And we'll continue in this way until we get to the end of our row. So now we're almost to the end of our 3rd row, and you can really start to see the pattern starting to take shape, which is really fun. So we're back to the last 2 stitches on the 3rd row, and you can see the raised post on the other side. So we're going to double crochet through the back loop again, and then we will do a simple double crochet in this last space that you can see is marked by our stitch holder. Thank goodness for the stitch marker. I would always lose my place. So you just yarn over, and you'll insert your hook into this last space here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we'll turn our work, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, place your stitch marker, and now you're just repeating rows 2 and 3. So repeat row 2, repeat row 3, and then we'll change colors. So now we've come to the end of our 5th row and our first stripe of white. And you can see our pattern is really taking shape. So we're going to end on the white color. So you'll just yarn over, pull through, cut your yarn, and just pull through that tail to secure. And now we'll join our 2nd color, which is the black. And to join, we'll just make a slip knot, slide your hook through, and we'll just make a slip stitch to join it where we broke off the white yarn. So insert your hook under this loop on the end, pull through, and pull through the loop that's on your hook. So now your 2nd color is joined, and we'll start our 1st row in the black color. So to start, we'll chain 1, and you can mark this chain with a stitch marker if you want. And now we're just going to single crochet all the way down. So to single crochet, you'll find your next spot you're going to single crochet into, this next V. You'll insert your hook under that V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through both loops on your hook. So again, you'll find the next stitch you're working into, insert your hook underneath that V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through both loops on your hook to make a single crochet. And we're just going to work this way all the way down to the end of our row. So now we've come to the end of our 1st row in the black color. We're going to turn our work around, and now we'll chain 3, and this will act as the 1st double crochet in this row. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to place my marker on that last loop. And now we're just going to double crochet in every loop, in every stitch, all the way down. So yarn over, find your next stitch, you can see it here. You're going to insert your hook underneath this V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Easy for me to say. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So you'll find your next stitch that you're working into. You can see that it's here. You'll yarn over, insert your hook underneath that V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you're going to create a double crochet in every stitch all the way down to the end of your row, and then you'll create this row one more time. Okay, so we've come to the end of our last row in the black color. So we'll just pull through the tail, cut the yarn, and pull your tail through to secure your yarn. And now you'll just repeat this pattern 3 more times and end on a white row. So you can see, here's what your finished piece will look like, and you can see that we created this pattern of white, black, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and ended on a white row. So now you have your front piece made. We'll move on to the back pieces.